Devin, the American Dream Haney, may have made a terrible decision selecting Ryan Garcia as his next opponent. Stick with me to the end of this video. They are fighting this evening in just a matter of hours. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. In this video, I break down why Devin Haney has made a critical error fighting when Ryan Garcia lets. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified when the videos drop. This evening's card, in my opinion, I just want to get this out here. It's underwhelming. I'm on the fence if I'm even going to take the time to consume this. The undercard, I can't name a guy on there, not because I'm not knowledgeable, because I didn't even care to look. I know it's a bad undercard. And Ryan Garcia has done everything in his power to ensure that this main event and the card's overall success does as little as humanly possible for boxing fans, casuals, hardcores alike. Now, like I said at the top, Devin Haney made a big mistake fighting Ryan Garcia, and I'm going to break this down right now. I've done a breakdown for this video, and I already provided my prediction. Devin Haney to get this done by a wide decision. I added a caveat in that breakdown where I stated, I'm breaking the fight down from the perspective that both fighters are, this is several weeks ago, both fighters are healthy and whole and ready to compete. We now have information, obviously, most of you guys know, unless you've been living under a rock, that Ryan Garcia missed weight bad. For those who are not knowledgeable of the combat sports world, boxing, MMA, whatever the case may be, missing weight by 3.5 pounds means you either experienced some sort of medical emergency or you just didn't give a shit in camp. It's very rare when you see a guy miss weight so significantly, and it's not one of those two things. Sure, there's some other stuff sprinkled in. However, we have enough information on Ryan Garcia to suggest or insinuate that this is not a fight that he really cared too much about. From a preparation perspective, shout out to Derek James. But going back to Devin Haney. Devin Haney was successful in his campaign debut, 140-pound Regis Prograis, who he really just kind of had his way with. I broke that fight down as well, and I shaded that for Devin Haney. I thought it'd be closer, more competitive. He'd have to work a little harder, but Devin Haney made it look easy. I also allude to the fact that I feel like Devin Haney looked a little slow. Seeing him now acclimating to 140 pounds, the weight cut looks still significant, but I think he's going to look better in this fight against Ryan Garcia. Why this was a mistake for Devin Haney to take this fight. Ryan Garcia is unprepared. Ryan Garcia has made a spectacle of the entire build-up to the fight. You can't even really call it a build-up. Ryan Garcia did not prepare to do combat. Ryan Garcia has made sure that this does not do well. We know that ticket sales are struggling. Devin Haney alluded to that as well. Ryan Garcia, I think even several weeks ago, made mention of this. Devin Haney is not the problem here. I want to, for any Devin Haney fans, please hear me and hear me clearly. Devin Haney is not the issue here. He and his team made a mistake selecting Ryan Garcia, but Devin Haney is not the issue, and I want to elaborate on that. If you have a fighter in mind that you enjoy watching, that might be a champion, maybe one loss or undefeated. Devin Haney, obviously formerly undefeated world champion at 135 pounds. Devin Haney is the model in which you want your fighter to be following. Back when he was on DAZN exclusively, he did a good job robbing the bank there. Shout out to him. But he stayed active, he stayed busy, and all he did was call out the best guys available. He got his opportunity, Kambosos twice, then Lomachenko. Before that, Jorge Linares, Jojo Diaz. He was racking up legitimate bodies on his resume and doing what you want to see a young, undefeated fighter do. Call out names, defend titles, make money, make no excuses, duck no smoke, dodge nobody. Devin Haney has done everything he's supposed to do as a young professional American prize fighter in the sport of boxing today. He's done his part. The Ryan Garcia selection was a mistake, and there's no way they could have known that. At 140 pounds, you just became the WBC champion if you're one Devin Haney. And you look at the landscape of boxing, 135, 140, what makes sense? You go back down the ladder to 35, there's some stuff down there. Tankdavis, obviously. At 140, you have Subriel Matisse. Obviously, he fought Regis Prograis, lifted the belt off of him. You have Teofimo Lopez. Shakur Stevenson has made mention of stepping in as a late replacement. But this fight has put Devin Haney in a precarious situation. One of the caveats that I did for my breakdown was this. Devin wins wide, but if Ryan Garcia looks how he's been looking in the preparation of this fight within the bout, not taking it serious, being overweight, which could affect his ability to maintain stamina, Devin Haney hasn't gotten a stoppage in a long time, and I'll change my prediction to Devin Haney by stoppage right now. I said that in that breakdown video. If Ryan Garcia really coming here and he's been lacking, Devin Haney, despite his lack of power and the move up in weight, can't stop a Ryan Garcia unprepared, can't see punches coming. And I'll get into some boxing right now. The way I see it playing out from a stoppage perspective for Devin Haney, beautiful, sharp counter shots upstairs with the investment to the body. Ryan Garcia has shown an inability to kind of handle pressure because you're going to get hit in a fight. So it's important that if you accept like a shot off the left-hand side, you get your right hand up defensively, kind of anticipate the shots. I've never seen Ryan Garcia. Well, actually, I've seen him do it a few times. He's gotten better at that. And we'll see the new wrinkles that Derek James has added into this bout. But I think it will be the counter punching of Devin Haney, the accuracy and the sharp punches that puts Ryan Garcia back in the position where he's turning away, he's shelling up unintelligently, and he's just kind of defensively irresponsible, allowing someone who's very sharp, very smart fighter, very offensive, talented fighter, and Devin Haney to kind of pick his shots. If Ryan Garcia goes into a position where he's in a high guard and he's peeking, or he's reaching out and shielding, you can see Devin Haney, who is a good body puncher, go down to that body. We've seen Ryan Garcia get hurt to the body before, get dropped and stopped to the body against Tank Davis, and I know that Devin Haney does not have Tank Davis power. I'm aware of this. But that's the avenue in which I can see a Devin Haney getting a stoppage over a Ryan Garcia. There's larger implications for this fight and bout not doing well moving forward for Devin Haney if you look at big picture boxing and the business of boxing. Devin Haney has never really been a big draw. There's people out there. I mean, shout out to Bill Haney. It's his responsibility as a father and as a team member to say that Devin Haney is the face of boxing. It's more than the skills paying the bills. It's about the butts you can put in the seats. Devin Haney has not demonstrated the ability to do that on his own as a marquee fighter. That's probably what made the Ryan Garcia fight a little more attractive because he comes with a natural fan base and the social media following that he's developed through his YouTube and Instagram, so to speak, and some of his endorsement deals. This fight flopping or looking really crazy doesn't help the brand of a Devin Haney at all, unless he goes out here and destroys Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney, you need to destroy Ryan Garcia, or it just looks away. You need to beat his ass straight like that. Ryan Garcia has now put you and your team in a position where it's hard to see a win in this fight outside of you cooking Ryan Garcia. In my initial breakdown, with my assumption that both fighters will be whole and healthy, I said that Devin Haney would have to go through some adversity, possibly get dropped and come back to beat Ryan Garcia. I don't know. I'm taking that off the table right now. I'm not saying it's outside the realm of possibility, but I felt like it was more of a certainty. Devin Haney looks locked in and prepared. I seen Ryan Garcia drinking a beer on the scale. You're not going to trick me into now thinking that he's going to get into the ring almost 3.5 pounds overweight and then be dutifully prepared to do his thing against Devin Haney. Devin Haney, come out here, pressure Ryan Garcia, get the jab going, keep it active, and figure out ways to get to the body. He will shell up defensively and turn away, providing you opportunities to create angles and land damaging shots upstairs and downstairs. You can have your way with Ryan Garcia. It's imperative, in my opinion, that Devin Haney stops Ryan Garcia emphatically. Not to say that he can't win wide, because that was my original prediction. But now Ryan Garcia has opened up the door for my kind of backdoor caveat prediction where I stated, if he come in looking crazy, miss weight, whatever, he's compromised himself in the preparation. I've used Errol Spence as a good example against Bud Crawford. He will end up getting cooked, potentially getting stopped by Devin Haney. But if it's anything other than what I'm actually describing, or it's closely competitive, I just don't see the upside for it from Devin Haney. And he's got to start figuring out a way. Well, one thing I would say is don't do, you do 50-50 moving forward if it's not Tank Davis, or you get your lion's share. But you have to figure out a way to kind of transition now from the model of being a highly skilled, offensively talented fighter who can kind of do what he wants with guys that are lesser from a skill perspective and start turning into an entertainer. You've already made your money on the front end, so shout out to you and your team. Shout out to Bill Haney. But to take the next step in the sport of boxing, I think there's an opportunity for Devin Haney to be the face of the sport. I don't think he is right now. If he goes out here and destroys Ryan Garcia, which he needs to do in my humble opinion, then I think you can start having that conversation, and it makes a Tank Davis fight, if he gets past Frank Martin, that much more appealing, so to speak. Let me know what you guys think. Are you buying this fight? Are you checking this out? Like I said before, Ryan Garcia has put Devin Haney in a precarious situation from a business perspective. Devin Haney can make that go away with an emphatic victory. And if it's not a stoppage, and a stoppage can come in a number of ways, right? I think Derek James is a thoughtful coach and trainer. If he sees Ryan Garcia, even if he's not getting buzzed, but he's just getting hit super clean, just getting pummeled, knocked around the room, you could see a stoppage from the perspective of Derek James or another cornerman up on the apron, a ref stepping in. Devin Haney, go get the stoppage. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. We out.